Welcome to my sewing studio. My name is Vicki McCarty. I'm from Calico Patch Designs. Today I'm going to show you how to stitch my pattern Barnstar Runner. The runner measures 63 by 20 and it's made from fabric that I designed from Marcus Fabrics. It's called Patchets. So I have 10 different bolts to pick from. And since I love Scrappy, this fabric has 8 different fabrics on it that all coordinate. And so the 10 bolts give me 80 different fabrics to choose from. So all of the different bolts of fabric are available on my website as yardage if you'd like to check them out. So with patchets, what I have here is these are exactly 5 inches apart. The end pieces are 6.5 inches so that I can use them for borders and binding. But with these faux seams that are in them, it allows me to use specialty rulers so that I can lay them right down the middle of the seams and cut things out. So to make this beautiful project, I used Missouri Star's large rhombus ruler to cut the star points out with. I also have it in the red, tan, and blue colorway, but I also have it in the black and tan colorway. And as you can see, it is just beautiful. And again, this only uses 2 bolts of fabric, but it allows me to have 16 different pieces. So now, let me show you just how easy this pattern is to make. So here's the patchet before we cut it, salvage to salvage. And you can see how we have cut the patchet apart on the faux seams. So the top piece is a star point, the next section is star points, and then there's another section that will be for the star points. Notice the bottom stripe you will cut off for your binding. So the stripe in the middle that will be cut individually, you'll just set it aside and use it for a different project. You won't need it for this one. When you get ready to cut your patchets apart, the easiest way to do that is just with a ruler and lay it right on the faux seam and cut that line right down the center of it. And this is showing your gingham stripe that you're going to lay aside for your binding. Your fabric will be too long for your cutting mat, so what I did was lay the ruler down and just cut sections as large as my cutting mat and then just kind of folded up the pieces on the bottom as I went just to keep it straight down that faux seam. Now you can see that I've made it all the way to the end and I've cut the pieces apart. This is showing the piece of fabric that you're going to set aside that we won't need for this project. Okay, now it's when the fun begins because we're going to take the template and lay that down on the center of that faux seam and cut our star points out using the template. The template has multiple uses. It is marked so that you will be able to cut the smaller triangle pieces that you will need also. And these will be cut from the tan and tan patchet. And the template cuts the tips off also. Once you have cut the pieces out, you can see how these will fit together perfectly. Next, you'll want to sew these up in units, placing them right sides together and pinning. Once they have been sewn together, you want to press all the seams open on these blocks. To make sure that all the units are sewn correctly, lay them out into 2 rows. At this point, you can move like fabrics around before you sew them together permanently. Here you see one of the black and tan stars close up to give you a visual of how the units will fit together. This is 6 star point units. Here I have sewn them up into 2 rows. Make sure to pin in order for the points to come out correctly. This is the best way to press these units. If not, you will have too much bulk and you will lose your points along the way. Once you have the runner pieced together, it's time to add the borders. To piece the border strip together, draw a diagonal line as shown and pin. Sew on the diagonal line and then trim 1/4 inch away from the sewn line and press that seam open. You'll want to sew the side borders on first. The borders will be too long, but that is so that you can cut the borders at an angle to fit the shape of that runner. Then you will want to sew the 2 borders on each ends. Notice they are too long again, but you will cut them to fit the shape of the runner. Lay your ruler down, lining it up with the border, and that will give you the angle to trim them. To trim the last piece, just repeat using the side of the runner to give you the correct angle and trim. Now your runner is pieced. Now it's quilting time, and my husband Tom did an amazing job quilting my runner. He does all my quilting on a Gamble long arm, and I just love the way this one has turned out. Now all that's left is to bind and enjoy. We offer kits in 2 colorways, the black and tan and the red, tan, and blue. Either one will be sure to brighten up any table. I hope you've seen how fun and easy it is to work with patchet fabrics. This pattern can be used for both colorways. The pattern, kits, and rulers are available at calicopatchdesigns.com. Just be sure and order the colorway that you wish to make. If you make one and you would like to make another one for a gift, you would only have to order the kit, so there's a kit-only option available. Also available on my website are all these other great designs that you see around me. While on my website, be sure to sign up for the newsletter and we'll email you this free pattern called Patriotic Charm. It's made with a charm pack, but it also has these sweet little wool appliques in the corners of them. Please like and share this video, and please be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more fun things that we've got going on at Calico Patch Designs. So thank you so much, and may God bless.